Welcome to A-Main Racing Truck League. They're Season 2. Brand new league just starting out here on the second season. And they're going to be running a Talladega race tonight, 55 laps. They have 4 laps of qualifying. So let's get right to it here, and we're going to head over and see what's going on over here. Watch these guys turn a few laps here to get cranked up for the night. Great bunch of gentlemen here. Really enjoy racing with these guys. Matt Brooks, Chris Kessler, some pretty awesome guys here, man. I like running around them, and so glad to be affiliated with A-Main Racing. It's, you know, like I said, they're a great bunch of guys here to race with. So, welcome to Max Speed TV, live commentated broadcasting, put on by myself, Rudy Cummings. You can enjoy this at twitch.tv/MaxSpeedTV, and I also upload them to YouTube. I don't have the link for the YouTube right now, but what I've been doing is I've been posting them in the A-Main Facebook page, so the guys can watch the YouTube. It seems like they come out a lot better than the Twitch views. After I record them on Twitch, and then I upload them to YouTube. So YouTube, just for y'all that don't know, YouTube kind of seems to re-encode them a little bit better, and they come out a lot better. See, I'm pleased with them. I hope y'all are too. I could go out and turn a few practice laps with these guys and enjoy racing with them. So I think I'll do that. I think I'll head down here and see what kind of laps I can turn with these guys. This is just a practice anyhow. We have about another 10 minutes of practice left, so I'll go out and turn a couple laps anyhow.
Probably, you know, they just want that instant gratification to join a league right away and race immediately. So that kind of helped us weed out some of those people. Unless it gets to the point where we drop and, you know, let's say on week 3 we only have 5 guys that join, then we'll probably have to filter over some people. But it seems like the turnout will be pretty good. So during the week, we'll just keep recruiting new people.
Who's a good driver. My problem is I need a
as well. Won't be for points. It's only the guys that are in that league, which
now, and we work together virtually every race. And I'm all
figure something out with their points on that one.
And I'm looking to get a standard partner. And a friend of mine wanted to join, and then didn't want to join, and then wanted to join, and I finally convinced him, come and join, we can partner up, we can do some races, but now it's too late for them to it.
Well, he can still join, he just won't race Wednesday. So I figure what we're going to do, I think a lot of you guys that joined just that kind of, what did Rudy call it, the a la carte, a lot of you guys that joined that one, it seemed like it was a pretty big hit. It seemed like a lot of guys had fun, nothing serious, it was just fun, unlimited repairs, no cautions, and it was fun. I had fun. I don't know if everybody did, but I think there was probably a dozen. I mean, people were laughing and joking, and it seemed like a pretty good tension breaker. So I think what we'll do is on Thursday nights we'll run that. We'll call it the silly season or whatever, something like that. and I'll just put up something. It'll be a track that everybody has. So obviously you guys have Talladega and Daytona. Everybody's got Charlotte, and a couple of those other tracks. So we'll just do that. I'll just announce it Thursday, and we'll put a mix of cars in there, and we'll switch up the format. I was talking with Kessler earlier today, and I thought it'd be kind of fun if we put maybe, you know, the Spec R Racer on there with, I don't know, a Gen 6 or something.
That was a blast, Matt.
Good, I'm glad you liked it. So I was thinking, you know, we could switch it up. We'll just do, you know, a race or something, or maybe we'll have something fun where, you know, 4 or 5 guys that pick the Spec Racer, their job is going to be to not let the Gen 6 guys get around, you know, the track, or try to pick somebody that, you know, not necessarily a demo derby, but, you know, kind of make it difficult for those guys to pass and things like that. So we'll just do things like that, I think, on Thursday to break a little of the monotony up of just running this track all the time. I'll switch it up, and we'll just have some fun with that Thursday one. So anybody that joins, they can do that, so we can get a good read on their personalities as well as their driving style. And then of course Friday is a good one too. We'll have them join us on Fridays.
Hey, what's the steering ratio set up on his pick setup?
12-1.
Yeah, standard is 12-1, but you can change it to either 10 or 8 or whatever your choice is.
Rolando, is my connection perfect? And I mean perfect is what I'm looking for, not any glitching at all?
Lloyd, you're doing fine. No glitches, none whatsoever.
All right, 10-4, just double checking. I can see it's in the green, but I don't trust it all the time.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know if it was me or you, but we blinked out.
Hey, Lloyd, let's practice pushing on the high side, and then let's hit in 3 laps here.
Okay, 10-4, just tell me you're hitting this time by, and I'll know when to go.
We're gonna pass. We're gonna have to pass on the high side today.
So the schedule for this season, Wednesday night season, all the races start at 9 p.m. Eastern. I think consistency will probably help it out. This particular race, and every race on Wednesday, will have 1 quick repair. I was going to do 0, but just in case something happens, I figured just 1 is probably good. Keep in mind that you'll probably use up that quick repair on your first pit if you get any type of damage at all. And also keep in mind on pace laps, try not to bump into each other. You don't want to give somebody a 2X and basically take away their quick repair.
That was my fault, Rolando. I'll be quiet and let Matt talk.
Hey, no problem. We're good.
Also, the thing we changed from last season, for you guys that were around for last season, which is a pretty good majority of people, I did away with the open qualifying. With this fixed setup, we'll just do a lone qualifying, but I'll have it stretched for 10 minutes. So I did this one a little bit longer to give everybody plenty of time to get in here. But basically what's going to happen next week, Wednesday, will be the server will open up at 9 p.m. Eastern. There'll be 10 minutes of open practice, and then it will go to 10 minutes of open qualifying, 4 laps of 10 minutes. So this way you can get in, relax, make sure your settings are all correct, and you won't have to hustle to qualify, because you can, you know, unless you go out right away when qualifying starts with a 5-minute mark, you know, it takes you a little longer. So this will give everybody enough time to get connected. If they need to back out and change something, they have plenty of time to do that. So basically, practice 10 minutes, qualifying 10 minutes or 4 laps, lone qualifying, and then we grid up and go. Cautions are on. Like I said, 1 quick repair. This season also we're doing away with something which I struggled with myself. There was a little bit of confusion on who got the wave around. We tried a couple apps. But honestly, even if we have 3 or 4 guys admin, it's impossible to figure out who's the one a lap down. Even the guy that's a lap down may not know it, or someone who thinks they're a lap down may not know it. It caused a little bit of, I think, tension, which wasn't needed. So to fix it, we're just going to treat it like official races. No black flags cleared at all for any reason, no matter what, and no wave arounds at all. So with that being said, we're going to start doing the lap start on the inside. with the lap cars on the inside, one of the benefits is it causes the caution laps to go a little quicker. Instead of 4 caution laps per 4 pace laps per caution, you're only going to have to, I think it's about 2, depending on where the pace car comes out. So the bad part of that is obviously if you get in a wreck and you blow your motor and you get a tow, you could be looking at a 3 or 4 minute tow. You possibly will go 2 laps down at that point. But when you come back out, you'll be on the inside. So it's just kind of a toss-up. You know, we had some races here where we paced for a long time, and it was really painful. So hopefully with some of the guys that aren't going to come back and join us this season, I think it will help out as far as the cautions go. Hopefully we won't have too many.
I'm finding it hard to get onto the back of your engine for some reason.
I think everybody in here has either caused a couple or been collected in a couple or, you know, done something when they go back on the replay and say, well, if I wouldn't have gone 3 wide there, or well, if I wouldn't have pushed a little harder there, you know. But like I said, second guessing yourself is not going to fix it, so we'll just try to make it as streamlined as we can. The other benefit to these 4-week seasons is we can stick with one set of rules for this season, and if it sucks really bad and I made a wrong decision or Chris made a wrong decision or as a group we made a wrong decision, we can say scrap it, we'll do it for 3 more weeks or 2 more weeks or 4 weeks, and we can change it. So maybe we'll go back to double file restarts, you know, based on how the season goes. So that's why we do the 4-week seasons. I think it gets everybody interested enough, and also I think it makes people want to join a little more. You don't want to miss one race because it will put you, you know, from the top 5 probably to the bottom 2 or 3 people if you miss one.
Give thanks to this thing.
We got the live leaderboard running right now on our website. I believe Rudy, I'm not sure if he's racing this one or if he's just going to broadcast this one, but he'll throw up his Twitch TV if he is. I'm sure everybody pretty much knows it. I don't think we can put it on the Facebook group page stream, but maybe that's something we'll talk about after. I got the server held for 90 minutes, so maybe after some coding that Chris can do on the website to give it a little block for the Twitch. I don't know if they have like some coding or something to stream it right off of there.
It's iFrame, I think it's called.
Yeah, that's correct. iFrame.
So we got 14 drivers, which I think is a pretty good field. We've got 17 people accepted the invite to this newer league. I added both leagues because a lot of guys didn't sign up, but everybody's going to need to go and accept the one for the Pro Series because I just want to keep it segregated so that when new guys join, I'm not going to add them to this league. I'm going to add them to the old league with 34-something members. After this season, too, if there's guys on there that haven't raced any races this season, we're just going to drop them off that roster.
Thanks, Doug. That was fun, man.
Well, Matt, I won't be racing in them because I'll be broadcasting, but Wednesday and Thursday nights I'll be broadcasting live.
Yep, I want to thank you, Rudy, for broadcasting that, and Chris, yeah, it was a good time.
All right, guys. Well, it's qualifying. It's lone qualifying, so it's kind of different than what we've been doing. So we're going to be doing this for ours. The Friday night race is going to do. It's going to open up at 9 o'clock. It's going to open up for a full 20 minutes of open qualifying. That's just how that one's going to run. Again, we can run over there as well. It's set up as a different season. I originally set that one up for anybody that had a lot of incidents, and I think we know who those guys are. Guys with a lot of incidents, they're going to be over there at that one. But of course, we can all go over there and race as well.
So as the drivers are qualifying now, Matt's given them some last-minute instructions for the league, the upcoming league, 4-race league, from what I'm understanding. You can catch all my broadcasts at twitch.tv/MaxSpeedTV. and they are talking about putting a broadcast, a live broadcast, right on their webpage. So that would be really awesome. I'm going to try to see if I can't work on some different things to try to. I would really like to be here a little bit more, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, if at all possible. And right now, Tuesdays are out. Tuesdays I have other commitments. So, but Monday, let's see, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I'm kind of tied up right now. But Saturday night, I run in a truck league race at Nordgar, but great running with these guys. I enjoy it very much. And again, Matt and Chris and all of you, I won't be running in the races because I'll be broadcasting them. Now the Thursday night fun thing, I may turn a few laps in it, but I'm not going to be out there in contention. If it looks like fun, I might go out and turn a couple laps with y'all just to have a little fun. But I want to broadcast it for y'all to see how much fun you're having, and that's important to me. Like I've told Matt and several of you, I enjoy the broadcasting as much as I do racing. Maybe even just a little more, because you get to see the racing from a whole different perspective. And it's really fun, really interesting for me. And I'm not saying I know everything there is to know about these tracks and cars and stuff. I learn something new about every day. But I have built up a little bit of a knowledge of it with the help of a few friends and it's important to have facts and stuff when you're doing this. I feel, to make sure that you're not saying that something that's not true, and I don't want my viewers saying, "Oh, that's not true." I want to have all my facts straight, and if I'm ever wrong, please don't be afraid to shoot me a message or something and correct me on it. I would not take that offensively at all. I'm totally open to constructive criticism. I make mistakes, so I go by the facts that I have at hand, and if they're wrong, please correct me. I wish all of you would do that. So, but again, they're doing 4 laps of qualifying here. Let's see how they're doing here qualifying. We got Lloyd Carver on the pole right now with a 52.075. Rolando in second place. Doug Nettle in third. Adrian Kempa rolling up there in fourth. Fifth place is William Wingate. Sixth place, Seth Hellman. Seventh place, Adam Wilkerson. Eighth place, Brian Vandenheck. Ninth place, Matt Brooks. 10th place, Brian Wood. 11th place, Richard Losper. And so far, rounding out the field in 12th place is Colin Detrick. So, and of course, these will probably change. They're well, let me get you back on the stream here. Doggone it. I guess that would help. And again, this is starting up their, I believe Matt said this is season 2 of their truck series, or Wednesday night truck series. I'm not really too positive, but I believe they're all going to be super speedways. I'm going to have to ask Matt to double check on that and make sure, but I believe they're all going to be super speedways for this 4 race series. So this should be a very good race. Not a huge field. We may have a couple of non-qualifiers, not sure. We can look and see what the entries. I think I'm probably going to be the only one that's not qualifying. So, And again, I won't be running in the race. I will be commentating it live. So pretty tight field here, all right within 0.2 of a second of each other from 1st to 13th. As they're probably coming to a close, finishing up here on their qualifying. We may have a late entry here. Looked like Jeffrey Creek rolled in at the last minute, so he may go out and try to at least get a lap in anyhow. And these are the Chevy Silverado trucks. They are in every detail like the real ones in real life. iRacing has pretty much assured us of that. They've tried to make them in every detail. They're lasered in, you know, done by laser, and copied. You know, the copy is a total replica of the real truck. So aerodynamics, all the aero package that's on the truck, and air dams, spoilers on the back, everything, all the brackets, everything is supposed to be an exact replica. So this is about as close as to real racing as you can get right here, folks. Even the handling of the trucks, the aero around them, the aero push from other trucks being in your draft, you know, pushing air around you. I do know that, like, when you're pushing up, there's like a duo going on the outside of another duo on the inside. These guys partner up for the draft. You will feel the aero push around these vehicles. So, you know, it's something that you want to kind of take that into effect. So let's go down trackside here and listen to Matt. Matt giving them some last-minute instructions here.
So obviously qualifying is optional, and starting on the grid is optional if you want to. Since there is only one quick repair, you have the option to start from the pits if you want to. Although you may go a lap down if we stay green for more than 10 laps if you're the only one in the pits. So again, cautions are on. One quick repair. We're doing double file restart with lapped on the inside. If there's the first caution comes out and there's nobody a lap down, it's going to be like a single file restart. Just make sure everybody knows. If you don't, you might want to ask how to do the restarts if you're not sure how to do these single file or double file lapped inside. See, we're not clearing any black flags for any reason. We're not doing a lucky dog. If you want the wave around, you got to wait for iRacing to get it, which is waiting, staying out, and not pitting.
Hey, Doug, real quick, egg crate, that's what I do with mine. Cut it out and set them in there with a pillowcase.
All right, 10-4.
So this race is 55 laps. You'll be able to know how much fuel percent you have based on the number of laps. So this is 55 laps and 55% fuel. And we'll do that throughout this season. We got our broadcast from the booth, so much thanks to Rudy Cummings up there. He's going to be doing this race. Rudy, do you need to be on race control for anything, or are you good with where you're at?
No, I'm good, sir. I can talk to the drivers. I just ask that, please, the top 3 that finished the race stick around after the race so I can interview you, please.
Yes, sir.
So as the trucks get ready
So I
to...
think mostly everybody's been in my sessions before, so you probably heard me say it before, but the biggest thing is if there is a crash or something like that, don't immediately get on the mic and accuse somebody else of something or yell at somebody or type something. We don't tolerate it at all. It doesn't fix what's happened. Just keeps it for a little better, doesn't have things go on and on. I'm sure you've been in hosted sessions where there's a wreck and people either talk or typing in the chat are arguing with each other for laps and laps while they're both, destroyed in the pits. And then the other thing too is we just want to promote this league as a nice adult-only friendly league, so it looks good when it's being recorded that, of course, there's nobody arguing on it, because we want to, of course, get more people in here that want to have fun, clean races, right?
Okay, as they're taking their lap around the track here to get ready to take the green flag, we'll give you a rundown here. In first place, we got the number 23 of Lloyd Carver with a 52.075 lap time, very fast. Second place is the number 2 of Rolando Araro. In third place is the number 8 of Doug Nettle in the number 8 car. In fourth place, we have the number 73 of Adrian Kempa. In fifth place, the number 57 of William Wingate. In sixth place, the 01 of Chris Kessler. In seventh place, the number 98 of Seth Hellman. Eighth place, the number 70 of Colin Detrick. In ninth place, the number 27 of Matt Brooks. In 10th place, the number 88 of Adam Wilkerson. In 11th place, the number 37 of Brian Vandenheck. In 12th place, the number 48 of Brian Wood. In 13th place, the number 54 of Jeffrey Creek. And rounding out the field in 14th place is the number 74 of Richard Osper. So as they come by the entrance to pit road here, the pace car is off. Made that hard left turn for that pace car to make that. And that Ford Mustang GT. And we're getting ready for green flag racing now. 55 laps, boys. Green, green, green. 23 jumping out to a little bit of a lead there with the 8 pushed him on the start. Trying to get him out there. The 2 looking on the outside here. Trying to get a run on that outside. Difficult on that outside. If you could get 3 or 4 trucks up there to push each other, you can get a run on them. But they seem to be doing quite well up there. Carver's still pulling out in the lead again with that 23 in him. Obviously led that first lap. Being pushed by Doug Nettle there in the number 8. I'll learn these names, guys. I got to learn the names corresponding with the cars, and that way it makes it a lot easier for me. I'd rather call y'all's name out than I would a car number. Kind of makes it a little more personal. And the Lloyd and Doug there swapping up. Gotta keep these trucks cooled off. You let them get too hot, they don't cool off very good, so swapping up partners already. And we've got a run on the inside by another duo here. '98 and 27 there. 27 getting a little squirrely there behind 98. Gotta hook this bumper just a little bit. But you gotta be very careful of that, man. These things really, they get hooked on the bumper very easily if you're not completely square and you're going into the turn. So the 23 and the 8 still leading the way. We'll go back here in the field a little bit, and we're going to see how a lot of these trucks are. They're all teamed up. You gotta have a teammate. If you don't have a teammate, you're not going to do well. It's early in the race, 55 laps. They've only got I believe Matt said a 60% fuel load. So we'll see some pits. Probably, I'm mistaken guesses, at probably about lap 25 to 30, somewhere along there. The 8 and the 23 switching up. Good job, guys. Good job. With the 88 and the 37 in here. Oh, and the 8 got a little out of shape there on the back bumper of the 23. Gathered it back up, though. Good job. That's Doug Nettle. Good job, Doug. So this front pack kind of pulling away a little bit from a second pack of 4 cars in the back there. If they're staying in line, if they can stay, the 4 of them can stay in line, they can pull up to that field again. Matt getting really high in the turn here. Kind of losing the draft a little bit. He got a little high in that turn. For whatever reason there. Losing the draft a little bit. Hope everything's alright there, Matt. I want to try to get down trackside here, and we're going to talk to some of these drivers under caution. And kind of get an insight of how racing's going out there. You know, we've seen some good clean racing amongst the guys. I'll ask some various questions. And we'll see how the driving's going. The 88 and 37 looking on the high side here, and it looks like they're gonna clear Lloyd for the lead, so the 88's going to lead this lap. The 88 and the 37, man, they're on a rail here. '37 of Brian Vandenheck and 88 of Adam Wilkerson, so them showing the way here now. Pulling out to a little bit of a lead there. The 23 and the 8 pull right up on the bumper of the 37 there. Looks like the 88 and 37 switching up, and switch went very cleanly. Good job. We've got 6 cars right in a row here. Some running up in the back there. Matt seems to have really fell off of the pace in the back. So, not sure what's going on with his car tonight. Colin, they're hooking up together. Maybe he got overheated and needed to cool it off. But 88 and a 37, still leading the way. If they're running for points, and I'm not sure I will have the point advantage next week set up, because this being a new season, there's no data collected to inform you of any points or anything like that. So next week I will have that for y'all, and try to keep you informed of any points that are going on, and let you know where everybody's at point wise. 37 leading that lap, so if they're getting points for leading laps, that's a point for the 37. Like I said, I will know more next week with Race Points manager. Matt has been kind enough to hook me up with the link for that, so excuse me. I'll be able to go right there and read the points off for you. So 37 going high, 88 coming back up the line to pick him up, his partner. We got the 72 looking on the inside here, and the 73 and the 2, excuse me. So lead changes have been really going around here. Everybody's getting that chance to get up there and lead some laps. The 23 and the 8 kind of settled in a little bit in the back here with 7th and 8th. So the 73 and the 2 on point now. 73 could come around and lead this lap. Got a little bit of an advantage here over the rest of the field. Looks like 73 is going to lead that lap. Good job. And we've got a little bit of a high runner here, 88 and 37, trying to get a run on that high line again. Take that lead back for him. Decided against it. Trying to protect that inside line a little bit. Take a run around the back here and let's see how things are going in the back here. We've got 6 of them in the back here running pretty much nose to tail, and bringing up the back end of the field. 27 and the 70 there, Matt Brooks and Colin Detrick getting run on that high line. Head on by these other 4. Head back up front here. This is quite a gaggle of trucks right here in the mix. Looks like 8 of them running right in a pack, close together. Doug's kind of lagged back just a little bit. Maybe he overheated his motor a little bit and dancing around. That's that aero push I was telling you about, folks. That these trucks in the draft like this, when they're running like this, man, there's one heck of an aero push around these vehicles, and it makes them want to dance around a little bit. Sometimes it can be quite the handful. especially if you're on old tires, or maybe you have a little damage or something, a little nose damage or a little tailgate damage, spoiler or whatever. It makes them a little difficult sometimes. They're a handful. Good job by these guys up front here. So number 2 coming around this time, and it looks like the number 2 is going to get a chance to lead a lap. And he does. So good job by these guys, man. These guys are really pushing. This front 4 here, if they can stay nose to tail, man, they can pull away from the field, which they do have quite a little bit of a lead on them now. That second pack falling way back. Probably the only thing right now to catch those up would be probably a caution right now, but gosh, we don't want that. We don't want no caution. I'm sure the guys in the back probably do, but the guys in the front don't. If this stays green, though, we should be seeing some green flag pit stops here probably in about another 10 to 15 minutes. The 01 looking on the inside. The 01 of Chris Kessler trying to get a run there and protect that inside line. But the 73 and the 2 prevailed on that pass, so they were back in the point again. And now we've kind of got a 6-car breakaway, so 6 of them pulled away from 2 more. But again, pit stops, these guys are probably going to pit together with their partners. So when pit stops come up, this is going to kind of change the complexity, of the field. This backpack way off of the pace here. We're running about 7, almost 8 seconds behind that front pack. In lap 18 and still no caution, so this is great to hear. And gosh, guys, I don't want to see any cautions. Cautions breed cautions, and we don't want to see that. So, really got some good drivers out here tonight. Doug Nettle and Lloyd Carver kind of settling in there in 7th and 8th place. They've lost a little bit of the lead pack. And they're pitting. They're making their pit stops now. So whether they're short pitting or what, I'm not really sure. There could be a strategy that they have. They're going to have to make at least one more pit stop. Quite a few of the trucks are coming in the tail end of this group, making their pit stops here on lap 19. So Lloyd Carver and Doug Nettle right there, 2 teammates. A couple of them took some tires. Doug took some tires. This guy's getting off pit road. Number 54 of Jeffrey Creek taking 2 tires, full tank of fuel, and he's off. So these guys get back up to speed. It takes about a full lap to get these trucks back up to speed. They get back up with their partners. Some waited on their partner and some didn't. So right now we're showing the 2 and the 73 here leading, and we might be seeing them come in the pit. They probably have a different pit strategy. And maybe they're gonna. It looks like they're pitting now. So we'll kind of keep an eye on them and see how their pits go. These two have been hooked up quite a bit, and being they're the leaders, we'll stay on them and see what their strategies are. Are they going to take any tires or just fuel only? Myself, I think I would just take fuel only, and it looks like that's what they're doing. Come in the pits together, they're leaving the pits together. Now that's a good partnership there. Good deal. No mistakes, no black flags, no speeding on pit road. Heck of a pit stop there, guys. Congratulations, good job. As these guys get their cars back up to speed, then get past on the outside of their backup cars. Yeah, I know I keep calling them cars and they're trucks. See these guys get teamed back up here. Now come around and we're going to see where this is going to play out for these guys, because I don't believe they're going to be in the lead. Let's see where they're at when they come to the strike. Yeah, they're back in 3rd and 4th there. We've got Chris Kessler and Seth Hellman, which are right ahead of them. So these two going battling it out here for the lead now. There's 4 trucks right together here battling for the lead. They'll be showing the way here. Lap 23. Coming to lap 24, so we're creeping up on the halfway mark. Looks like the number 2 has gotten ahead there, so Rolando, good job, man. Way to draft. Wow. So these 4 hooked up here and staying pretty tight together, and these are our 4 leaders. It should be everybody's made their pit stops now. Again, as that all plays out, we're showing 1 truck a lap down there, Adam Wilkerson, in the number 88. He might have got caught speeding on pit road. Colin Detrick, he's about to go a lap down here. He's got the 4 leaders coming up behind him, and they'll go by him like crazy. Giving them room on the inside, so Colin's staying high. He knows the drill. That's the kind of respectful way of doing it. You don't want to block the leaders, So my hat's off to you, Colin. Good job, buddy. That's a very respectful racing there. I like to see that. The 37 of Brian Vandenheck, leader's coming up on him quite quickly here too. So showing him in 12th place. They're fixing to put him a lap down here right directly. And again, him staying high, making sure he gives the leaders plenty of room. And that's what it's all about right there, guys. You got to respect you. Someday it might be the other way around, and you want them to respect you. So good job. Very nice. Jeffrey Creek running in 11th place here. He's 32 seconds behind. So the leaders will be coming up on him here in a little bit. Adam Wilkerson there running all by himself, well, 1 lap down. So we're showing 3 cars on 1 lap down, lap 25. The number 57 is Wayne Wingate running in the 10th spot all by himself. These guys all getting split up. Matt Brooks running all by himself here in the number 27. Looks like we might have a caution. Not exactly sure what happened there, but we do have a caution.
Pace car 1, 2, actually.
Pace car going into 3. Chris, are you on the pit here?
Yeah, I'm a pit.
Our leader, Seth Hellman here, and
tires.
right behind him, Chris
Do we want to
Kessler
pit run?
in the 01.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get
You
tired.
may see some pit stops
Yeah,
here.
they can go the way if we do.
Adrian, pit and tires.
Hey, Tim Bird.
We'll wait till they get done talking
Is it
about
me
their
or is
pit
this stick
strategy
setup
here.
tough to drive?
We'll try to get a word in with
It's tough. It's tough for me.
one of the drivers here. We'll just pick one at random and see
Yeah,
how
I'm
things
having a
roll.
little problem with it. But it's alright.
It looks like pretty
Adrian,
much
pit and tires.
everybody is coming on pit road. We've got a couple of guys staying out.
Taking tires as well.
I believe they can, yeah, I believe they can make it the rest of the way. If they pit now, they can make it the rest of the way. So looks like maybe the 37, not really sure. Let's take a trip back here. We're going to see if we can figure out what happened here. Whether it was him, I believe maybe it might have been him that wrecked. Yes, it was. So let's go back here and we're going to see if we can figure out what happened to him. We'll go to the chopper view. Okay, it looks like he may have been blinking a lot. Oh, okay, he got hooked by his teammate.
Pace car's coming out of 2.
So, wow, he blinking like crazy.
Right.
Colin Detrick, maybe that's exactly what happened there. So, okay, well, Colin's staying out. He'll be the leader of this lap. All the rest of the cars getting their pit stop done, catching back up to the field. Chris Kessler, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy.
How's the racing out there tonight? Is it pretty good?
It's tough. These guys are hard to beat.
I noticed it was kind of like about an 8-truck pull away there for a little while, and then it went down to 6, and then down to 4. those four pulled away from the field quite well. The drafting seems to be a big plus out there in finding your teammate. So do you feel confident with your teammate, Guy?
Oh, I feel comfortable running with everybody in this race here.
Well, good deal, Chris. Wish you all the luck out there and bring it into victory lane for us tonight, okay?
Thanks, Rudy.
So there you have it. Chris says it's pretty tough out there tonight. These guys really being tough. So the lights are off on the pace car now. And I believe Matt said that it's going to be a single file restart. And the lap cars will start on the inside. So we may see some lap cars come up here and go to the inside. Come by, the pace car ducks off onto pit road, and we're getting back to some green flag racing. 55 laps Talladega, we're on lap, we're going to lap 30. And green, green, green. Leader there went up high and Colin there, he's up there all by himself. He's kind of got hung out to dry. Nobody wants to go up there and draft with him. What's up with that, guys? Got the 98 and the 01 pushing there. Chris Kessler doing a great job pushing Seth Hellman. Those two hooked up really good. Matt Brooks are running with Doug Nettle on the hot, trying to make a high run. Matt Brooks was way back in the pack, if you remember, and look where he's at now. Good job up there, Matt. Very good run on that high line. Stripe, I'm not really sure if they've got enough of a run on that outside. It don't look like Matt's going to have enough of a run. Oh, that was a close one. Not sure if Matt led that one or not. No, Seth led that one in the number 98. Matt was on second place. If they see if they can get another run on them this time, maybe Matt can get up there and lead that lap. And again, like I said, if they're running for points and you get a point for leading the lap. Like I said, I'll know more next week when we get the points figured out and everything. So maybe Matt's got enough of a run this time. It looks like he might have. As part partner can get up there and give him a little push. Nope, he ain't going to do it this time either. 98 leading that lap also. So this front six will hold way away from the rest of the field. Switch here pretty soon, though. They'll be getting one will be getting hot here pretty soon, and he's going to have to switch. And when he does, that's going to put the next two right on their bumper. And the ideal thing to do is when they switch, the other two should switch too. But they've got to run on the inside. It looks like one kind of put the block on him there for a second. Matt and Doug, they're running in 5th and 6th. It's kind of hanging in there. We're back here in the rest of the field, and we're going to see where these guys are at here. Number 54 of Jeffrey Creek and William Wingate hooked up together, drafting partners. And they're switching, but switching in the tri-oval. Partners of Richard Losper and Brian Wood, they're hooked up and running real well together. Poor Doug Nettle back here all by himself in the 11th spot. No drafting partner. And Colin Detrick way off the pace in 12th place. If he could get caught back up here, he might be able to get caught back up to Doug Nettle here. Maybe they could catch the rest of the field. The number 2 leading the way with the 73 hot on his tail, pushing in Tampa. Rolando showing the way. Chris Kessler in 3rd, Seth Hellman in 4th, Lloyd Carver 5th, Matt Brooks running in 6th place. The front 6 running nose to tail, and that's going to be a very good strategy by them to pull away from that field so far that the rest of that field won't ever catch them. Matt looking to the outside there and Doug going with them. Can they get a run on that outside? Can duck down low there and get a little side draft out there, Matt. That'll give you a little bit of a boost to go by them. Hard to believe they've even dialed these things in to get side draft on them like that, but well, they do. And there you can see it. They went right by them. So Matt Brooks and Doug Nettle settling in there in 3rd and 4th. Not a done deal yet, though. Ooh, we got a blinker. The 01 blinking like crazy there. Makes his partner there, the number 98, Seth Hellman, he gets a little nervous there when he can't see his partner. Like Doug Nettle pitted. He may not have pitted on that last one and needed some fuel. That's going to put him a lap down. Let's see where everybody's falling into place now. Yeah, Doug Nettle will go a lap down. So Doug Nettle and Colin Detrick both a lap down. Adrian Wilkerson and Brian Vandenheck have taken their trucks behind the wall. Matt Brooks out in the lead now. Matt Brooks and Doug Nettle pulling away. Or I'm sorry, Lloyd Carver. I apologize. They pulled away. They got a heck of a run on that outside there. They just swapped up, and now Matt Brooks is pushing. Those two really working well together. I don't believe we'll see any more pit stops. If we do, short pit. They would just take it till they're really low on fuel and see how close they can come to the end before they got a pit. Positive on that. So Lloyd Carver taking the lead now, and they're swapping up again here. Matt and Lloyd hooking up for the last quite a few laps now, and really doing well. Back up behind to pick up his partner. Going to lose a little bit of momentum with that switching. That's going to allow the 01 and the 98 to go by them on that inside line. Eventually they're going to have to switch. So this could be any one of these six right here. This could be their race. That is if none of them get hooked or they lose momentum, lose pace, catch the apron, anything that could cause them to lose their momentum. And the 27 and the 23 coming back on the high line now. And they're coming back with a vengeance. Wow, what a run. Nice run, guys. Still not clear of that 01 though. Side line there being the shortest way around the track. Kind of hard to overcome that low line like that. But they've managed to do it. They're clear of them now. Matt Brooks gonna lead this lap. So good job, Matt. They're switching up again. Matt Brooks ducking down in front of the 01 like that. Wow. Woo. Colin out there running all by himself. 2 laps down now, so. Doug Nettle running back there. He's 1 lap down. Falling back in behind all these lap cars. They're on the lead lap. These 4 right here are on the lead lap at the tail end of it. And we've got some guys coming on pit road now. Looks like 4 of the leaders are coming on pit road. So they did have to make another pit stop. The shortened fuel load is really kind of tightened up the field now. I don't believe we're going to see anybody taking any tires. It's going to be fuel only. They should get partnered back up with their partners again. Lloyd Carver beating all these off the pit road. partnered up with the same partner they had before. Looks like the 01's going to try to partner up with the 23 here. And that's going to kind of leave Matt Brooks in the 27 out without a partner. Trying to hang there. He's got a little bit of a run on the outside by himself, but he needs to stay right on their bumper. It's either that or drift back a little bit and pick up a teammate. Guys here running this pack here, running about 30 seconds behind, 35 seconds behind the leader of Rolando. We'll go up here and we'll see how they're doing. These two have been strong the whole race. They've been partners the whole race. And, staying hooked together like glue. I think they got the bumpers chained together or something. I'm not sure if that's legal or not, but these two out front here running real well, though. Adrian Kempa and Rolando. Adrian Kempa was running in our. We had a race the other night where Matt put up a server with a bunch of different, mods. I mean, we had Indy cars, we had Gen 6, we had all kinds of different cars in there, and the guys just enjoyed it like crazy, man. It was so much fun. I ran a few laps in it just to see how we do, and it was a lot of fun. So a few more trucks just coming off pit road. I'm not sure if these two leaders are going to have to pit. I would think they would have to. They're coming to lap 50. They're going to try to run it out and get all the fuel they can get out of it, or whether they're going to say, no, we're going to short pit here, and they've got quite the lead on the rest of the field. So they're switching up. Maybe they can get a good push to the end. Trying to stretch that fuel mileage. If I remember correctly, these two here pitted out of cycle. And that could make a big difference right there. Pitting out cycle. Their pit strategy was to short pit. And when they pitted out of cycle like that, that would automatically put them right back in the lead. So that could have been a very important strategy that they could play it out right there. Oh, they're pitting now. So we're going to try to stay on them and keep an eye on them and see how they do on their pit stops. It could be just a splash and go, a couple gallon of gas in it, and away they go, because they've only got just a handful of laps to go. Again, these two staying together like glue, man. I think they finally got the bumpers unchained so they could pit. I think we're going to see a splash and go here. Yes, sir. A splash and go. Probably took 2 or 3 gallon and they're off. So still showing them in the lead, and with quite a lead, but they've got to get their trucks back up to speed now. Matt Brooks coming to the line, just crossed the line, so coming up on the rear here with quite a head of steam. Looks like they're going to go by him. And that'll be for the lead. Matt Brooks that'll be for the lead. So if these two can reel in them leaders before the end of the race, coming to 5 laps to go, coming to 4 laps to go now. So we're going to stay on the leaders here right to the very end. The 27 and the 98 hooked up together there. Matt Brooks and Seth Hellman hooking right up, man. But we've got Adrian and Rolando coming up behind them pretty fast. Those two hooked up. We're going to see a good close finish here. This time by will be 3 laps to go. These guys are trying to just kind of stay close to each other. Maybe not necessarily pushing every minute. Kind of giving a little space in between. Get a little air in that radiator of the 98 there of Seth. And keep that engine cool so he can push him right to the end. That's not what them two wanted to see. They did not want to see that car in between them, because that kind of affords them to suck up on that draft a little bit, and they'll get a run on them now. 98 just staying off of his bumper a little bit now and then to get a little air in that radiator, keep that engine cool. Ducked out a little bit, get some air. Might be going to switch here maybe in turn 1. Yes, they are. And now's the time to do it, guys. Oh, and that went way high. Wow. That was costly there. These guys are going to be coming up on their rear fast now. I think we're going to see a very, very close finish here between these 4. These 4 here really, whew. Yep, the 2 and the 73 coming for a run on the outside. The 73 kind of getting a little bit out of shape. Trying to stay on the bumper of the number 2. These 4 running for the win. If anybody's going to have to switch right now, it's going to be that's going to be the end of the race, because it's going to cost them. Coming up on a lap car here really quick. Doug Nettle there, he's getting out of the way. Let these 4 race it out. Good job. They went 3 wide. Whoa, man. Doug almost got it up into the wall there. Good job saving it, buddy. And that's the race. Looks like Rolando beat out Seth for the win. And Matt Brooks coming in 4th. So Rolando first, Seth second, Adrian Kempa in the 73 third, Matt Brooks 4th, Lloyd Carver in the 23 5th, Jeffrey Creek 6th, William Wingate 7th, Brian Wood 8th, Richard Losper 9th, Doug Nettle in 1 lap down in the number 8, he was in 10th place, Chris Kessler in 11th, and Colin Detrick in 12th, Adam Wilkerson 13th, and Brian Vandenheck in 14th, rounding out the rest of the field. So good job by these guys, man. What a heck of a race. So we'll get down on trackside here, and we're going to get a little word in with
I lost my draft partner.
Get a word in with the winner.
Yeah, Doug, I kind of felt bad. I was kind of stuck there, and it just went.
In there, I probably lost a couple of spots because of that.
Yeah, if it didn't blow up, I think me and Lloyd would have had a shot there.
Rolando, this is Rudy Cummings up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do, Rudy. How are you, sir?
I'm doing quite well, man. What a race, man. You four were battling that out. I was sitting on the edge of my seat, man. I didn't know who was going to win that. And very, very cool, man. I enjoyed that racing so much.
Rudy, I'll tell you what, how's that saying go with a squirrel and a blind nut? I was definitely the squirrel, and my partner there, Adrian, number 73, was my nut. What a partner to have there. He was unbelievable.
Well, you know, I was kind of wondering if you two didn't have those trucks chained together, but I didn't think that was legal. You guys, man, I'll tell you what, you stayed together pretty much the whole race and pitted together. You kind of short pitted there once, I believe, and right at the end I thought, oh man, that pit stop was going to cost you, but you come out quick. Matt and his partner had a heck of a run on the outside there and went by you, but you guys reeled them right back in very quick. So very good race, man. Great job out there, and congratulations to you, Rolando.
Thank you, Rudy. Yeah, on that last pit stop, I actually took too much fuel, and Adrian got about a second and a half, 2 seconds ahead of me, and he could have easily tagged along with those 3 cars coming by us, but chose to stick with me. Not only that, but, you know, the switch just turned out that he was in the back, and instead of racing me, he definitely pushed me across the line. So really wasn't too much work on my end. Owe the number 73 car a lot of credit.
Yes, sir. Okay, congratulations again, buddy.
Thank you.
Seth Hellman, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha, Rudy.
Great job out there, man. You had a couple different partners I was watching, and you hooked up with Matt at the end there, and man, what a finish. You guys had to switch up close to the end, and I know that kind of put Matt back in 4th place, but very good job out there, man. Congratulations on your 2nd place finish.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to thank Matt and Chris for putting together such a good group here. We couldn't race together without it.
10-4 on that. Adrian Kempa, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
10-4, Rudy.
Good job, Adrian. Man, you know, we're used to seeing you in Victory Lane a lot, so it was kind of unfortunate you didn't make it there, but coming home 3rd place ain't bad, is it?
It's better than I thought.
Well, good job, and congratulations to you, buddy. The racing was pretty tough out there tonight, wasn't it?
It was, but, you know, I got a good partner, and we stick along the whole race, and, you know, we built something there, you know, a good line, and a clean race. Everybody did, so I'm happy for that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. 55 laps and only having 1 caution, man. That's great. That just shows the you know, the pro in you guys, man, that you guys are that good of drivers that you can run that well and only have 1 caution in 55 laps. My hats are off to you, man.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Okay, well, that'll wrap it up for this race. 55 laps at Talladega for A-Main Racing. And Rolando Arroyo. If I'm not pronouncing that correctly, Rolando, I apologize. Excuse me. Coming home the winner, and we're going to try to get a picture of his truck here, and we'll post that on the Facebook page for everybody. I will upload this to YouTube, and I will post the link in the Facebook page. Well,
join 4 is, you know, you want to get the best racing possible, and I think we pulled it off today. So this is how it started last season. Let's try to keep this momentum going. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, I'll put up another one. It's just going to be a fun race. No points or anything. I'll put it up. I'm going to have it for league only because I think we got a pretty good bunch, and we'll put something up, and it'll be a track that everybody owns, and there'll be a couple car options that everybody owns, and we'll just go in there and have some fun. So 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll do that, and then of course Friday we'll have the other truck series as well. So everybody's of course invited to that one as well. I'll give you guys some quick stats here. Rolando won it. He led 11 laps of it. Seth led 9 laps, and looks like the most laps led was the 73 Adrian Kempa with 13. So that's definitely going to shake up the points when we upload those. 1 caution for 3 laps, and looks like pretty good. 9 leaders with 29 lead changes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow, that's pretty cool there.
That's amazing.
So you can see times and laps and all that stuff, of course, in the race results, but also it's on the website there, AMANRace.net. It's on the live. It's got the live leaderboard up there, and we'll leave that up until the next race. But it's pretty cool. And then I think momentarily we'll upload the points for this one. So yeah, good racing, guys. Very good stuff.
Yep, you guys did a hell of a job. Hopefully, Lloyd, the next time we'll be able to see you.
Yeah, Doug. I was going to try to look for you, and the next thing I know, I had Matt there, and then we were just going. The competitiveness come out in me then, and it usually don't. I usually just kind of run, but this, you guys are easy to race with. What I mean by that is everybody holds the line, and it's a great bunch of guys,
Yep, 10-4. I appreciate Matt going ahead and letting me know that they were coming so I could get out of the way, because I know some other leagues, they don't want to go ahead and move up. They want to hold their line, that stuff. But that ain't what racing's about.
Yeah, if you guys go back and look at the replay, watch it from Doug's view.
Guys can speed you up 5 to 8, 10 mile an hour in one straightaway.
And unfortunately, last season we probably had 4 or 5 drivers in there that probably could have had us a crash at the end, but he did exactly what he was supposed to do. So definitely thank you to him. He moved up out of the way and let us race it to the end. And man, I was sweating when we crossed the finish line. I was literally sweating.
Yep, you guys did a good job. I think anybody here in this room that races and knows about racing, they do the same thing. So it wasn't a really hard decision. So hopefully everybody will do the common courtesy to drivers, and we'll have a hell of a league here.
Yeah, Rolando won it by 6 1/1000ths of a second.
Oh, so you're telling me I could have backed off a little bit?
Yeah, you could have burped it just a little bit, and you had plenty of room.